Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video, and it's only taken 7 years to do this. Yes, my complete collection, everything I've got in my collection we're going to go through. It's going to be over a series of videos. I'm not going to do everything all in one video because nobody wants to be here for about 4 days. Yes, but I will divide them into separate videos. So first of all, we're going to start off with the complete Blu-ray collection, and we're going to go through to A to Z, or A to Z if you're in America, plus the numbered ones as well. And each video will be something like, you know, just one video would be the letter A, the movies with the letter A, depending on how many movies I have with that letter at the beginning. So if I only have, like, you know, like the X's and the Z's, there's not going to be many, so there'd be quite a few, you know, a few extra thrown in there. So yeah, it's going to be the Blu-ray collection. I'm going to do the complete steelbook collection, including Blu-ray steelbooks, 3D steelbooks, 4K steelbooks. Then there's going to be the complete 3D collection, which I've already done before, but you know, collections change. There'll be the complete 4K collection as well, which won't include the steelbooks but just the Amaray 4Ks. So there's a bit of everything in there. And I might also do like franchises as well, like the complete Walking Dead collection, the complete Star Trek collection, Marvel and stuff like that. I have, you know, done a few. I've done a Star Wars collection, I've done a Marvel collection, I've done a Pixar collection. But like I say, people's collections change from year to year. So yeah, this is the 2023 collection, but it'll probably take me until 2025 to film it. Right, okay, so let's get started. I have a massive stack right here of the letter A. So yes, the complete Blu-ray collection begins right at the very beginning with the letter A. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've got to reach right up there. Right, okay, so I'm not just going to flip them and just put them to one side. I talk a little bit about if I know what the film's about. First of all, and by the way, these are not in complete alphabetical order, so you know, they're all A's. I just took them off the shelf, but I will put them back on the shelf in proper alphabetical order. First up, we have All the Money in the World. Yes, with Mark Wahlberg and Christopher Plummer and Michelle Williams. Haven't seen this film yet, but I believe this is the one where Kevin Spacey was replaced by Christopher Plummer. So I do need to watch that one. Next up, we have All Is Lost with Robert Redford. Have not seen this one, but it does look good. I do like these kind of like disaster movies set at sea, or these, you know, like sailors struggling, you know, like The Perfect Storm and stuff like that. So we give that one a go. Next up, we have Allied with Brad Pitt. I think this was from Poundland. I have not seen it yet, but it does look good. Does look good. Okay, we have Disney's Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. This is a really nice package that came out many years ago. As you can see, it's a bit of a bulky package, but includes the DVD and a digital copy back in the day. And it's one of those gatefold digipacks that you open up, and it's got all the discs and books and stuff like that in it. So it's a very nice one. It's a shame that they didn't do the same type of package with the, you know, with the second film. But yeah, it's really nice. I didn't ever want to get rid of that because it's a nice package to have. Isn't it bloody typical? You start a bloody video and either someone out there is cutting the grass or the phone rings. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to wait for my dad to answer the phone before carrying on. Right, okay, so let's carry on. We have Aftermath. Yes, with Arnold Sweaty Knickers. Yes, this is the one where I think his entire family are killed in a plane crash. and he has to kind of come to terms. And I think there's something about the pilot. I think the pilot neglected or was drunk. I can't remember. Have seen it, but a while ago. Next up we have Afterlife with Christina Ricci, Liam Neeson and Justin Long. This is a good cast. I've not seen it, but it looks like it might be something kind of Flatliners-ish. Okay, next up we have American Psycho with Christian Bale. And I saw this one very recently, about a week or two ago, as part of the What Flick Will Pauly pick, and I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a corker of a film, and he's just totally nuts. Totally nuts. I might invest in the 4K because that's a good performance. Okay, next up we have a bit of Tom Cruise in American Made, which is based on a true story. Yeah, as it says, it's Narcos meets Mission Impossible. He's a pilot, but he kind of works for the drug barons and transports, you know, cocaine using his plane. Good film, good film. Next up we have A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, this is from Seth MacFarlane. Also stars Charlize Theron, Amanda Seyfried and Liam Neeson. And this is just typical Seth MacFarlane type of comedy. Sometimes it kind of feels a bit like a Mel Brooks film with the comedy, but it's a funny film. Not as good as Ted, but it's still a funny film. Next up we got a bit of Steven Spielberg with Always. Yeah, Holly Hunter, John Goodman and Richard Dreyfuss, and this is the Spielberg version of Ghost, really. Yeah, it's a good film, a bit of a tearjerker. Spielberg, yeah, Spielberg, great Spielberg stuff. Next up we have Alpha. I watched this ages ago. Yeah, this is I think this is the story of man long time ago in the hunting phase of their lives, first getting into best friends with dogs, kind of dogs or wolves, as you can see on the back there. Yeah, it's how man's connection with canine kind of like came about. Yeah, but beautiful landscape on this film, really beautiful landscape. Next up we have a film called Alone. Not sure if I can remember this. I think is it I actually can't remember much about this one. I think she gets lost in the forest or something, or she drives and gets lost in the forest. I can't really remember. I have seen it, but I can't remember. We have Apollo 18. Which is the reason we never gone back to the moon. It's a kind of like a found footage fiction type of film based on the Apollo moon landings and something that they found on the moon in Apollo 18 that was never let out to the public. Very well put together it is. We also have Apollo 11. This is like the documentary of the Apollo 11 moon landing, and behind the scenes stuff, lots of extra footage, never before seen NASA footage as well. So good documentary, that one. Next up we have Mel Gibson's Apocalypto, yes. At one point this was kind of very difficult to get hold of. I think more so in America, it's out of print. I have actually never seen this. It's a Mel Gibson film I've never seen, so it'll be interesting to watch this one. Yeah, and I believe it's all in a foreign language. Is it Mayan? It's all in Mayan, but it does have English subtitles. Next up we have Another Round. Oh yes please. Mads Mikkelsen, and I think this is just a film about him getting drunk. I think it's a group of school teachers go on a bender. Something like that, yeah. And then we have something that hopefully I'll be watching with my Christmas films this year. And this is Anna and the Apocalypse. This is a zombie musical, I believe. It looks good, actually. This is actually quite a heavy package, and I don't know why. Oh, because it's got 2 discs and a book. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching this one, actually, and seeing what I think of it. So I'll wait for Christmas to watch that one. Next up, we have American Ultra with Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart. Saw this one a couple of weeks ago. This was okay. It was good. He plays kind of like an assassin that's been put to sleep. And there's a trigger word that kind of reactivates him, John Wick style. And Kristen Stewart is his girlfriend / handler. So it's not a bad film. Not a bad film. Next up we have The Avengers. Not that one. Yes, this is Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman and Sean Connery in a very corny English, you know, London with the bowler hats and the black cabs and the red telephone boxes, and everybody's posh and talks posh. Yeah, it's based on the 60s show. I haven't seen this for a long time, so might need to watch that one again. Next up we have Australia with Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, and a film from Baz Luhrmann, and again a film I've not seen for a long time, but I did enjoy it from what I remember. I really can't remember what it's about. I think he's some kind of hunter. Yeah, but it's mainly for like the scenery of Australia. Next up, we have the Austin Powers series. So that includes International Man of Mystery, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Goldmember as well. And originally, I just had that I bought cheap. But a very kind subscriber actually sent me the slipcover for it. So fantastic. Looks awesome. Next up, we have some Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde. I think this is kind of like the female John Wick. There's lots of them going around. There's lots of female John Wicks. There's Anna as well, and maybe a couple of others. But from what I remember, it was good. We have America. We have Assassin's Creed with a really nice lenticular. This is Michael Fassbender and Jeremy Irons. This is the 3D edition. I have never seen this film. I've heard it's not very good, you know, but is that from people that are basing it on the game? Because I don't really base things on games. We'll give it a go one day. Next up, we have one of my favourite disaster movies of all time that is crying out for a 4K now that we've got Deep Impact and The Core on 4K. Where the hell is Armageddon on 4K? Yes, we definitely need this. This is a classic Michael Bay movie. Loud, corny. Some of the dialogue is just so cheesy, and it's fantastic. One of my favourites of all time. Next up we have Argo, with Ben Affleck, and this is the extended edition. Yes. And this was purchased, believe it or not, from Poundland. Yes, it's a really nice, lavish box set. You get the Blu-ray in there, and you get books and postcards and things like that. It's a nice package up the top there, and this was picked up for £1. Yeah. Next up, we have The Awakening, which is a title that I recently picked up, I believe, from CEX. Rebecca Hall, Dominic West and Imelda Staunton. Still really don't know what it's about too much, but it looks horror-y. So I will give this one a go. There's so much I've got to give a go. Yes. Okay. I missed this one at the cinema. Was it Hallelujah? Hallelujah. Yeah. It looks fun. It looks funny. It also looks a bit sad in places. Jennifer Saunders takes lead in this film. But we've also got Dame Judi Dench and who have we got? Derek Jacobi as well. So it's a good cast. I think it's set around the geriatric wing in a hospital, so it could be a little bit sad, but I kind of get in vibes of kind of Derek, but maybe not as funny as Derek, but definitely want to watch that one. Next up we have The Age of Adeline. Yes, this is Blake Lively, Harrison Ford, and it also has an appearance by the guy who could have been Han Solo and Indiana Jones. I've forgotten his name now. I can't remember his name. Yeah, but he plays a young Harrison Ford in the film. Next up, we have The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Now, some people think, should you put this under a B? Well, no, because it's The Adventures. You could put it under a B. I just put it under an A. Yeah, this is actually a Criterion. I've actually got something from the Posh Knob label. Yeah. Oh God, I saw this many years ago at the cinema when it first came out. Terry Gilliam. I barely remember anything about it, so definitely needs a watch. We have a couple of animated ones now. We have The Addams Family. This was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this. I watched this with Claire. We also have The Addams Family 2. I think I need to watch this one with Claire. I don't think we've seen this one. Next up we have Attack the Block with John Boyega, from the producers of Shaun of the Dead. And this is about a group of youngsters that battle aliens in a London apartment block. So it's a bit of fun, Next up we have A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. I've heard this is a good film. I think this is kind of like the Victor Meldrew of the Tom Hanks films. Yeah. Yeah, oh, it looks cute there with a cat. Yeah, definitely want to watch this. This is the German edition. As you can see there, I'm Man Called Otto. Yes, but my very good friend, Mr. Hollyoak, Richard, RH Media, actually did an English slip for it, or an English sleeve for it. Brilliant. So there we go. That's A Man Called Otto. Next up, controversial, we have the special edition of The Abyss. Yeah, this is the extended cut. Picture quality on this is fantastic. Sound quality is brilliant. Good use of subwoofer. One disc. And yes, it's not official, but how else are you going to have it in the collection unless you go DVD? But picture quality on this probably rivals or is better than the Laserdisc. Next up we have Adaptation. Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep and Chris Cooper, which was recently sent to me, a subscriber mode. I've never seen this film. I didn't even know it existed, so hopefully we'll get round to seeing that at some point. Next up we have After Earth. Yes, Will Smith and Jaden Smith from M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I'm gonna watch all of Shyamalan's movies from start to finish and then basically review them, tell you what I think of them. Next up we have Abominable. Yes, nice little animated tale, Abominable, from the creators of How to Train Your Dragon. Fantastic. It also includes 2 short movies, and I also managed to grab Abominable in 3D as well. So yes, both of those. Next up we have American Gangster with Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. This is a good film. It's kind of like a Goodfellas in the 70s. Russell Crowe plays a cop, and Denzel Washington is kind of like the mob boss. Good film, long film though, but good film. And then we have a couple that I picked up from CEX to go into my Conjuring collection. So we have Annabelle Creation. So I haven't seen any of the Annabelle films. So once I'm done with watching The Conjuring 3, I'll start watching the Annabelle films. But I've got Annabelle Creation there. And I've just got Annabelle. And I believe there's another couple after it. Plus also The Nun as well. I know a lot of people say that The Nun's not very good, but I'd like to have it in the collection as well. Fantastic. So there we go. So that is my complete Blu-ray collection for the letter A. So we'll be moving on to B very soon. So I hope you stick with these videos. There might be titles in there that you think, I thought he had that. But like I say, collections change. Things get traded in. We sell off things because we buy bigger or newer versions or 4K versions. And things leave your collection all the time, and things come into your collection all the time. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.